dashboard, the oil light was on.
It's a bit sore.
You didn't walk into the door.
I ran into it.
You're supposed to blow the bloody doors off. Get to open your drink before you knock your teeth out.
Morning. Nearly the spoon appeared and I'm not turning round, I have a lump on my head. It's not funny. There you go, Greg.
Thank you. Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, Hunter.
Bit concussion.
Right, so we're back on the pitch. It is Monday morning. I've put the Ford Fiesta battery on charge and that seems to be charging alright, so I don't actually think there's a problem with the battery. It's probably just been sitting around and it's probably gone flat. I'm going to try it anyway, chance it, put it on charge for 24 hours, see what happens. I've got a fuel filter to go on the Land Rover, which I've got to get the old one off. Pretty easy job, to be fair. They sit just under here. There's a problem starting this. It don't start very well. Sometimes it does, sometimes it don't. And it seems like there's air getting into the system. I think there might be, I've got a feeling there might be a non-return valve on the fuel line somewhere. So if anyone knows and can help me, is there a non-return valve on the fuel line on these Land Rover Defenders? If so, where is it? Because I've got a feeling it's backpedaling into the tank because it takes ages to prime up when you've left it for a while. If I go back to it now, it'll probably fire straight up, but then like if I left it overnight, it'll just keep priming and priming. You can hear air bubbles in the pump as well, so that might give you a little bit more of a clue. But drop it down in the comments if anyone out there, any mechanics, can help me on that one. I mean, it don't look the best of conditions. Now, bearing in mind, I changed this probably last time I was using it about 2 years ago. But it has gone rusty. Has the seal gone? Not really. So I'm going to try the new one on and see. There may be a bit of water gone in it, I'm not sure. I've got the new one on the back seat somewhere. Just offer that up to there. Does it look the same? Under closer inspection, they do look the same filter, but that one hasn't got a seal in. So let's see if the seal is still up here. On there? Yeah, it is. There it is up there. Now, right, so we'll give this a clean up and get it fitted and see if it fires up any easier. Right, we've cleaned that up, put the filter on, tighten that up, just hand tight, like that. Put the casing back on. Now, one thing I haven't done with this is filled the filter up with diesel because I haven't got any, and I didn't want to put the old stuff back in, just in case there's any contamination in that filter. So I'll let it prime up first. You can hear the bubbles, can't you? Right, that's filled the filter up. So let's see if she starts. Well, fired up. The pump started priming again. I'm really not sure. I really would appreciate any info on sorting this issue out.
wipers.
How's things then? Alright? Everything under control?
Everything's under control. We've got a few cars that I've jotted down at the auction later.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to head down there later and have a look.
Yeah.
Just getting some more products onto eBay. I'm not going to tell you what because you have to go and have a look yourself.
Links are in the description below.
Yeah.
We're also starting to get the valeting pack ready for Mike.
Can I have the mitts as well, please? I'm going to attach one of these to my head, couldn't I?
Yeah, Sarah's had a little bit of an accident today.
Walked
So,
into the door.
let's have a look. Yeah.
It's a bit sore.
We didn't walk into the
I
door.
ran into it.
It wasn't even the door, it was the door frame.
Door frame. It's still got door in it, hasn't it?
Well, I'd say the frame's harder than the door.
I'd say it bloody well was by the looks of my head. What a silly thing to do.
Yeah, very silly, Sarah.
First thing this morning, turn round. Boof.
Yeah. Rushing.
Yeah.
Well, if you got up on time, you wouldn't be rushing.
No, I wasn't. I came downstairs to get my clothes and then was speaking to you, turned round to run and get my clothes because you was on the way out the door.
Exactly.
And
So
then
I was
head
ready. And you'd just got up.
I hadn't just got up.
You
I was
had?
downstairs with you. I was downstairs with you 10 minutes ago.
She just got up.
Don't listen to him.
Right, so firstly I'd like to thank everyone who watched the video on the weekend. We've had some really nice comments once again, and it's amazing that how much support that you're all showing, so I really appreciate that. That comes from the heart, that does. Trust us. Trust me, yeah? Trust me. Trust, brother. But it comes from the heart. Seriously, the amount of support we got there is just come out of nowhere on 14 videos, so that's great to know. It gives us the motivation to keep moving forward. Also, while I'm on the subject, remember that lunatic that fitted the toilet next door that everyone was laughing with at?
They were laughing with him.
Yeah, with or at, I'm not sure. Leave it in the comments. Nah, he's a good lad. So he has also just started a channel, so if anyone out there wants to have a look, he does mainly carpentry. He's not really a plumber. Everyone was saying who was that plumber, but he's not a plumber. He's just done that to come and give me a hand because he does a bit of everything, but he's mainly a joiner, carpenter joiner, and he has got a channel called
A Carpenter's Journey.
A Carpenter's Journey. Yeah.
So what we're going to do is just going to show you some tips and tricks, things to look out for, and different ways and methods of fitting a kitchen.
I think he's on his best behaviour there.
We've got this kitchen.
If you go over there, just say Value Auto sent me. You're supposed to blow the bloody doors off.
What's that?
Michael Caine, isn't it? The Italian job. Well, I've actually found one. Suzuki Swift.
Yeah.
It's below.
Have you done the vehicle score on it?
I haven't done it yet, but it's a below. It's £1,000 below pitch price. So maybe you can have a haggle on that. Let's have a look. Description. Ideal first car. Powder coated wheels and blacked out rear windows, debadged. Oh dear. My mistake. What are you laughing at?
Yeah, because we're looking at the cars that we're going to auction to look at tonight. And which one did you fancy? The Suzuki Swift?
Suzuki Swift.
Swiss.
Mm. I don't know how to do it. Say I don't either. I'll just read the makeup all day.
Yeah.
So
Suzuki Swift.
Suzuki Swift. So we are looking at a Suzuki Swift. Believe it or not, that is what I meant. The score's looking good. Obviously, we're using vehicle score to check the car out prior to going to auction. and this one is giving us an amazing score of 877. Age is great, mileage discrepancy none, MOT comments good, yearly miles good, mileage good. I'm not going to do the salvage report or the ultimate report because we're buying from auction, and they will tell us if there is any accident damage and so on. And bad bits, over 2 failed comments on recent MOTs. Well, the failed comments are from quite a while ago, back in 2021, so I'm not worried about that. It's past the last couple of years. Mileage works well, so they're still laughing over there.
Stop it. How can you say Suzuki Swift?
A bit like you did there, a bit like that. That's how I done it. Well done. So it's looking.
This happens daily, you know.
Anyway, predicted yearly mileage around 3,000 a year. It's saying here.
Tissues.
There is 93,000 miles left currently towards the average term of the car, and it has covered just over 47,000. So it's a 1.2 direct from dealer, blue manual 5-door hatchback, and the MOT expires in October 2024. So that is something that is probably, I'm thinking that we're going to go for that. Not really a Suzuki fan, but I think that's where it's got to be. The only other option is 63 plate Ford Fiesta, 35,000 miles, red, 5-door hatchback, MOT till November 2024, and that is direct as well. I don't know, red Fiesta. Probably don't need another Fiesta at the moment. Suzuki Swift, chance our arm, see what happens. What do you reckon, sir?
I wasn't listening.
Well, there's a red Fiesta or blue Suzuki Swift.
We've got the red Fiesta, the blue Suzuki. I, with you, try the Suzuki Swift.
Yeah.
Failing that, we've got another option, haven't we?
Yeah.
So
see what happens, see what price it goes for.
And there might be some others by the time we get there. I do keep checking, there isn't anything else on at the minute.
There's not many going through, is there? There's only like 23 lots or something.
Yeah.
Which is strange, so there's not many being put through, so obviously there's no Part X's out there, so no one's Part Xing to get the new vehicles, so they're breaking the chain. Right, so before we buy any car at auction or private, we go over to Vehicle Score. You click down to the search bar, type in the registration, and then click Get a Score. Now in this case, the score is good, it's 774. The score is typically between 1 and 999. The average score is good, 700. The age is great, mileage discrepancy none. MOT comments good, yearly miles good, mileage is good. So if you want to click down, you can choose the ultimate report for just £8.97 or the Salvage Plus report for £2.97. Now on these you'll also get a discount below in the description if you use Valley15 as a code. The score insights, looking good, long-term owner, low overall mileage, no comments on the last MOTs, high pass rate, between 30 and 80,000 miles, average yearly mileage is perfect. No bad bits whatsoever. It's a 2015 1.2 petrol. The last V5 change was 25 months ago. So this, the previous owners had it for at least a couple of years. The last recorded mileage was 34,000. The vehicle's currently untaxed and the MOT status is valid. It tells you the annual yearly mileage. If you scroll down, it will also give you an estimated value of the vehicle. Now in this case, this is 5,832 to 7,290. It also tells you common problems. So in this case, power steering problems, transmission issues, ignition coil failure, and faulty door latches are common errors with this vehicle. So if you scroll down a little bit further, it will show you the MOT status, which is valid. It will also do a history, which you can run through at your own leisure.
And don't forget to go to the description of this video, use the link, use the code VALLEY15 to get your 15% off your next vehicle check.
Right, so we've arrived at the auction. It is Monday night. It is Monday night?
Yeah, half 4.
Ted's with us.
It's dark.
It's nearly dark. We've come straight from work. Well, we haven't come straight from work. We flew home, then come straight here. We're going to have a look in there, quick look round, see what we can see, and hopefully we're going to find something. Morning, sir.
Morning.
Nice of you to join us.
I know what you've been telling everyone. No, I've been out since 5:30 this morning with you, going to take some soil over to Erdington, and I had to go and pick the Defender up. And you said, right, I literally jumped out of bed and got literally shoved some trousers on, and you told me to go and get ready.
Anyway, last night, take a seat.
Hold on, bear with me. Not my bag. Still here, you know. But the more cars are on the road, they're going to cause more of a draft, aren't they? It's when you keep opening and closing the door, and your dad says, "Put money out."
That's not how it works, Sarah, I'm afraid. It's called wind. Right, so last night, just as a briefing, we didn't do very well again. Now, put it down in the comments if you think I'm being too picky here. Because we did have a couple that was going to look at. It was one was a 63 plate Fiesta 1.25, then the other one was a Suzuki Swift.
The Suzuki
1.2.
Swift had some, well, we were going to go for the Suzuki Swift, weren't we?
We were still going to do it, right?
It had a bit of a damage to bit of scratches to the back panel, wasn't it?
There was,
and
a, there was a scuff on the rear, near side rear
and
wheel
there's a
arch.
few little,
It needed paint.
Yeah.
And
some new tyres.
And 2 new tyres, which we clocked, and we thought, fair enough. It's 2 owners, 44,000 miles, I think it was.
Yeah.
We thought, let's do it. It's got service history on it. Let's if it goes for the right price, we'll have it. So we went back in, got ready for the to make the offer, and
as soon as it started up,
the guy jumped in the car to move it, and the engine was making a bit of a, not a knocking, it was more of a tapping noise.
It was like a click.
I looked on the dashboard, the oil light was on, and the tyre light was on.
Just didn't run very well, did it?
It seemed to be a bit off. Now, it could have been, the guy that was driving it said, oh, it probably just needs a bit of oil, but maybe it did. But maybe it needed an oil pump, I don't know. And how long has it been driving like that? That's another worry. Am I being picky? Am I being too overcautious? I don't know. Leave it in the comments down below if you thought you would have bought that car. But just to top it off, the book price for that was, if I remember rightly, 4,900.
That's what we, yeah, that was the top we would have gone for.
Yeah, and it went for 5,300.
Yeah.
Plus fees, which is 5,657, and on the pitch 6.
Oh, the pitch, sorry.
Yeah, 6,995, maybe 7 up to 7,495, but 2 new tyres.
Taking into account all the work that needed doing.
Plus the oil light was on. We bottled it.
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah.
We bottled it.
I think it's all like everyone else saying that, oh, don't buy from auction. It's sort of like makes you a bit more cautious, doesn't it?
It does. Well, if the all light went on, I would have probably gone for it and thought, right, I can do this, we can do it.
You probably would have, I would have bottled it.
Yeah, but as soon as that all light was on and then the engine was making a tapping noise,
Yeah.
I thought, oh, I don't need that mechanical risk.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
No.
The bodywork, you can see it is what it is. You can see it needs doing. You don't need paint. You can factor for it.
Yeah.
You don't know what's going on inside an engine, do you?
Yeah. We're being a bit more lenient now. Like whereas before it's
Lenient
like,
or cautious?
cautious. I don't know.
It's a bit more lenient there.
That's been my drink.
Oh dear, you need it.
I didn't get a drink at home. Yeah, we've been a bit. No, I didn't mean that. I mean,
You
like,
mean cautious?
No, I didn't.
Go on then, what
you
did
don't
you
even
mean?
know what I was going to say.
Go on then, finish.
So I was going to say, like, whereas before, if it needed that sort of paintwork, we wouldn't have touched it.
Yeah, yeah.
But
You turned that round really well then.
that's what I was going to
You've
say.
turned it
though.
round really well. I'll give you that.
It's because you don't listen.
Yeah, we thought we are getting desperate as well
Yeah,
at the same time.
not desperate in such, but we are
It's
giving
like
that
10 to
bit.
2 you'll
We
go.
know that obviously we need to buy something that needs a little work doing to it.
Yeah.
So we're open to them
Don't worry,
vehicles.
it wasn't bad paint. It
No.
needed. I think it needed the quarter. It would have to blend in up the quarter though, and it touched the door.
Did touch the door a bit, yeah.
So it was on. It was sort of between the door and the wheel arch, and it's like
It wasn't
it
dented.
was about 100 mil when it 100 mil.
Yeah.
There was a little dent, and there
It
was.
did go down to the.
There was. It had gone down to
gone
metal,
down to the metal, yeah.
and there was also a few dents around. There was one in the
What do you
passenger
call
side.
them?
Dinks.
I thought it called niblets.
Niblets, ain't they? Crisps.
Oh no.
Anyway, there was a dent, a decent sized dent in the passenger in the offside passenger door. Wasn't
There was two
wasn't
in the back.
big, but you could it sort of
Put your thumb in there, couldn't you?
yeah. It was only sort of 50p size, but it looked like it'd been hit with a golf ball sort of thing. But we could have sorted that.
Would have been.
And there was another dent in the near side passenger door.
Yeah, both passenger doors had
Yeah.
near side.
So it was like that. It was one of them. Moral of the story is it
Didn't
went
get
400 quid over what book was, and also that needed a lot of work. So people are saying car prices are falling. I don't think they're falling at all. Maybe the prestige cars are falling, which they are. But we even seen a Range Rover go through, and that shocked us. I was like £3,000.
Top
You
of the
said
range, wasn't it?
it wasn't autobiography, but I've seen them going for cheap before, even the autobiographies. And you was like, and it was making a right noise, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, £3,000. You said £4,000, and it went for like 6,400 plus fees.
Yeah.
So, but it was an autobiography, so it is what it is, isn't it? But it had done like 180,000 miles, or late hundreds anyway.
I didn't look at the mileage on that one because it
Oh.
wasn't something that we went to look at.
No.
Obviously, you had a little look, didn't you?
I just walked past briefly. But yeah, so that's how that went, and we never bothered with the Fiesta because that looked pretty tatty, to be honest. The bumper needed I don't know whether you could repair the bumper or you'd have to put a new
There was
bumper.
cracks all in the bumper.
Yeah, you're better
there
off
was
just putting a second-hand
paintwork
bumper
all
on.
over, needed a touch-up.
Yeah, paint was shabby. It was red, so like you can imagine what it looked like. 63 plate, been out in the sun, so it needed a good polish all over. It'd been touched up, and you could blatantly see they'd gone and bought a touch-up pen and then put it on with a bloody broom.
And then when we did turn up there was also two which weren't, when I checked on the way down, they weren't on the web page, on the website, but when we got down there was 2 Fiat 500s, weren't there? So there was a yellow one which was, what was it called?
It was bright yellow.
It wasn't something you didn't like it, did you? I don't think it was too bad. I thought it was alright.
It says like, well, someone will want it. I'm like, well, someone will want it isn't good enough because we need everyone to want it. Because you're limiting your market.
Then
Yeah, but you're limiting your market straight away.
Why?
The way that it was a mustard yellow or something.
it weren't mustard. I don't like yellow myself.
No.
I've got a yellow jumper. The
208, the white 208 was still there.
and the black 208, which
And
was
the black
spotted
one.
after, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was hid away in the corner.
Yeah.
So they've been through 6 times now.
Gotta be, yeah. So
they're still there.
but the white one had, if you remember back, had no V5.
And the black one, the bonnet was all...
And the black one had a bump on the front end, and it hadn't been done right. We just walked off after that. After that Seat, I keep saying Seat. Suzuki.
What was it?
Suzuki Swift. But but it looked a lovely car, and I think we might start looking at them now. So let us know what you think about the Suzuki Swifts as well, because it's not an everyday sort of person's car, but I think
they're quite nice.
It was a 2016 or 17, and it was a nice shape, and it was a nice colour.
Not too like sort of flimsy, but they've still got a bit of
I think they're good. I think they're like the first time drivers would like them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's in with the first time driver.
You think, oh, Suzuki, they ain't gonna want that. That's not cool, but that looked cool. Let's crack on. Oh, by the way, before we go any further, we've been inundated with calls and messages about the Fiesta on the pitch, and what I thought I'd do is do a little cinematic of the full Fiesta on the pitch, because we've realised we haven't done it yet. We've done it with the Fiat 500 a couple of weeks ago and haven't done one to this.
No,
so now you're going to see
Greg
walking
around the car,
do a cinematic
camera
of the full Fiesta.
It's true.
Yeah. And don't forget to open your drink before you knock your teeth out.
Right, so here we have the 2015 white Ford Fiesta 1.25 Z-Tech hatchback 5-door petrol manual. It has 34,000 miles on the clock, one owner from new, full main dealer service history, comes with 3 months warranty and a valid MOT till June 2024. So book your appointment today by calling 07397 071 689.